Torn Sands of Time. The passengers aboard Flight 237 never could have imagined the horrors that awaited them as they boarded the plane that fateful day. Bound for a tropical paradise, little did they know that their journey would lead them to an island where time moved faster, where their worst nightmares would come to life. As the plane soared through the sky, a sudden turbulence shook the aircraft violently. Panic filled the cabin as passengers gripped their armrests, fearing for their lives. Then, with a deafening roar, the plane plunged downward, its engines failing amidst the chaos. When the survivors awoke, they found themselves on a lush island, bathed in an eerie glow. It didn't take long for them to realize that time passed differently here. Days flew by like seconds, and nights were but fleeting moments of respite. The relentless ticking of the clock haunted their every step, a reminder of their temporal prison. The survivors, strangers thrown together by fate, had to adapt quickly to the harsh reality of their surroundings. They scoured the island for sources of sustenance, desperate to quell their gnawing hunger and thirst. In this accelerated passage of time, even the simplest tasks became arduous. They discovered peculiar fruits that replenished their bodies, but the taste was bitter, and they had to eat twice as much to satiate their hunger. Water was another challenge. The survivors located a hidden spring deep within the jungle, but drawing from it was a dangerous endeavor. They had to navigate treacherous terrain and fight against rapid currents that threatened to drag them away. Each sip of water, a momentary respite, was a reminder of the time slipping away. As days turned into weeks, the inhabitants of the island began to unravel. The relentless passage of time weighed heavily on their minds, their sanity fraying with each fleeting moment. The boundaries between nightmares and reality blurred, and the island seemed to possess a malevolent force of its own. Dark, paranormal creatures emerged from the shadows, hunting the survivors with merciless intent. Unearthly wails pierced the night as the abominations lurked, ready to tear apart anyone who dared to venture too far from the camp. The survivors fashioned crude weapons, forming a fragile alliance to defend themselves against these unknown horrors. Despite their best efforts, the island claimed its victims. Some succumbed to madness, driven to madness by the relentless acceleration of time. Others fell prey to the paranormal entities, their screams swallowed by the cacophony of time slipping away. The survivors mourned the loss of their companions, haunted by the guilt of being the ones who remained. In the midst of despair, a discovery provided a glimmer of hope. Deep within a cavern, one survivor stumbled upon an ancient artifact, a time amulet said to have the power to manipulate time. Driven by desperation, they resolved to harness its mysterious power, hoping it could hold the key to their escape. The remaining survivors, armed with the time amulet, embarked on a perilous journey to break free from the clutches of the island's temporal grip. They ventured into the heart of darkness, confronting their deepest fears and battling the forces that sought to keep them trapped. Time warped and twisted as they activated the amulet, its power pulsating through their veins. The world around them distorted, and a blinding light enveloped their senses. When the light finally subsided, they found themselves back on the plane, as if the crash had never occurred. But the horrors of the island had left an indelible mark on the survivors. They carried the weight of their experiences, forever haunted by the island's secrets and the souls lost to its relentless grip. Though they had escaped, a part of them would forever remain entwined with the dark sands of that cursed place. As Flight 237 touched down at their destination, the survivors stepped off the plane, relieved to be back in the familiar world of ticking clocks and linear time. Yet deep down, they knew that their lives would never be the same, forever scarred by the twisted realm where time itself had turned against them. Years passed, and the survivors went their separate ways, but the memories of the island persisted. They found solace in one another's company, forming a tight-knit community that shared the burden of their shared experience. They swore never to forget, never to let the world forget, the horrors that lurked on the island where time ran amok. And in the darkest corners of their minds, they could still hear the echoes of the island's haunting whispers, a constant reminder that the shadows of that cursed place were never truly vanquished.